What is up guys, welcome back to another video. Today this will be the last test hand video I'm doing for World Chalice, at least for turn 2 plays going second. This is definitely a very fun adventure that we actually kind of had, like a fun small journey. And yeah, it's kind of a bit sad coming to an end right now, but you know, doing all these test hands, they were definitely very fun, they were very extensive, and it definitely gave way for a lot of things to actually happen by actually experimenting with the deck itself and seeing what it could potentially do. However, with that being said, let's hope that this particular test hand ends off really well. So there's nothing else really to say here other than to get started. So I'm going to shuffle this up and we're just going to see how we go. Alright, so here's a different kind of hand, definitely a good variety. Now last time I was actually told that with Rescue Ferret I did make a mistake because the monsters that you actually summon out have their effects negated. So that's something that I should definitely keep in mind, because I summoned out Venus last time and I used her effect, which was definitely a misplay for me. So with that being said, I now have that in mind. So yeah, it's definitely quite a setback in some sort of ways, but at the same time, now that I actually know, I might be a bit more careful in this case. So let's find out what we can actually do with this particular opening hand here. Definitely a good variety of different cards now. So we have the Pot of Avarice to extend, we have the Rescue Ferret just in case we get out our yugioh, which is very nice of course, but yeah, we have Venus here, great start. We have a World Chalice. Oh, this is definitely very nice. I mean, we could definitely do quite a bit here, but I think going for the Venus is definitely a great start. So we're going to bring it out on the far end. I'm going to use here a Field Center, just so that it's not as confusing. And we're going to start off with our Venus plays, so we're going to summon out our Shine Balls. And I don't know, I mean, do you want to summon out all 3 of them? Potentially, but we're just going to see how things actually go here. This is all part of practice anyway, so we're going to take one Shine Ball, link that away, allowing us to go for our Link Spider, which is absolutely amazing. So where's our Link Spider? Summon it out here, use its effect, and summon out either Ib or, well, sorry, Chosen or Beckoned, and simply just take that and link that away, allowing us to actually go for our Imduk. Alright, so now that we actually have Imduk out on the field, we can go for the Shine Ball and the Imduk. And shall we actually go for... yeah, let's actually do that. Let's actually go for a... or should I actually? Let me think about this carefully here. So we have 1, 2, 3, and we have 4. No, I think that's alright. We'll take Imduk and we'll take the Shine Ball, and this will allow us to actually go for our Ib. And then of course, since Imduk was sent to the graveyard, we're going to special summon out our Crown. And from there we can now take our Shine Ball, we take our Crown, our Ib and our Link Spider, and we're going to link them all away and allow us to actually go for our yugioh in the open spot of course. So let me just do a bit of adjusting here, just so that we can get everything onto the camera or onto the shot here. Alright, so in this situation, yugioh's effect will go off. We did our searches for the mystical Shine Balls, so we're going to shuffle our deck. And we're going to draw 4 cards here, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent, we actually got the Kyoto Waterfront, so I'm going to return back Chosen as one of them, because we definitely don't need it. So right now, we're also going to return back the... oh, maybe we'll... I mean, it's definitely quite interesting here. I mean, we could go for quite a bit of options, because I do kind of like what I have here, but I think I'll return back the World Legacy Hearts as well, unfortunately, and I want to keep the Kyoto Waterfront, but I also want to keep Lee and Guard Dragon as well, just because I think they're actually really good cards in this particular scenario. So in this case, let's think about this. Let's go with... I think I'll return back the Guard Dragon, and we could easily summon it back out later on anyway. So there we go, we've returned our 3 cards, so now we have all of these on the field here. So I'm going to activate Kyoto Waterfront, and hopefully we can actually pull that off. So with that being said, now we have quite a bit of variety to actually go with. I'm going to take a look and see what we actually have here. We could definitely return all the shine balls back with the Avarice. We could also return back maybe an Imduk, and we'll return back the Ib. That definitely sounds like a really good option here, because by doing so we could actually go for quite a few extensive plays afterwards. So let's think about this real careful. I'm thinking, how about we go with, let's see here, like I definitely want to bring out the rescue ferrets using Sayuja's effect, so maybe we'll actually do that first. So I'm going to special summon out rescue ferret with the Sayuja, and then we're going to use the rescue ferret's effect and shuffle it back in, allowing us to summon out 2 different monsters, whatever we actually want to in this case. So we have here Chosen as one of the potential options. We could also go for the Draconets as well, because it's technically a card that we don't necessarily need at the moment. So how about we go with, yeah, I think we'll actually do that. We're going to go with the, not Guard Dragon, we're going to go with Chosen, and we're also going to go with the Draconet as well, and bring those 2 out on the field because they add up to 6. We're going to link away the Chosen, and this will allow us to actually go for our, where are you, our other Imduk. And then from that, what we're going to do now is we're going to take our Pot of Avarice and we're going to activate it. So we're going to take Pot of Avarice, we're going to take the Shine Balls, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to return back 1 of the Ibs, and we're going to return back 1 of the Imduks as well, and shuffle them back into the deck and then draw 2 cards. Alright, so firstly here's a bit of a mix-up, and let's shuffle things up. Alright, so now we draw 2 cards, 1 and 2. Alright, oh dear, not really the best hand to draw into these, but you know what, that's okay. I think I can deal with this, because yeah, you're right, it sucks because we could have easily just added that with the Kyoto Waterfront, but we didn't send enough cards to the graveyard. We didn't send anything to the graveyard. In fact, the only card that just went to the graveyard is the Pot of Avarice, so yeah, definitely quite awful. And we did send the Chosen, so that's 2 counters so far on the Kyoto Waterfront, barely anything. And we got Shine Ball, which could easily be summoned out with Venus anyway, so quite unfortunate, but you know what, that's okay. We're going to take the Draconet, and we're also going to take the Imduk, and we're going to link them both away, allowing us to actually go for our Ib. So that's definitely fantastic, because our Imduk now activates, allowing us to actually summon out our Lee. So let's bring out Lee right over here. And Lee will allow us to actually add our World Chalice to the hand. So from that, we're going to take Venus, and Venus will allow us to summon out a Shine Ball from the deck. We're just going to keep the other one here just in case we need it, but we're going to link away this Shine Ball, and this will allow us to go for our Imduk. Now, I want you to actually keep in mind that Imduk hasn't used its first effect, so we can actually just bring out the World Chalice, which is definitely fantastic, of course. So in this particular scenario, let's think, maybe we'll actually go with, how about we take and tribute off something. We're going to tribute off the Sayuja. It might seem insane for me to actually do that, but believe me, it's worth it. So we're going to bring out our World Chalice, we're going to link World Chalice, and we're going to maybe link up Imduk maybe? I'll probably do it like this. Yeah, I'll do it like, no, it doesn't really matter. We're going to take the World Chalice and we're going to take the World Legacy, and we're going to link them both away. Probably put the Imduk here since yugioh is pointing here anyway, and link them away, allowing us to go for our Auron. And then from that, we're simply just going to go with, so let's see, 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cards got sent to the graveyard. So Kyoto Waterfront will pretty much gain 3 more. So at this point, it has a lot of counters already, so that's great. But now that World Chalice has actually been sent to the graveyard, this will allow us to summon out 2 monsters. So one of them will be our Guard Dragon, and the second World Chalice monster we bring out, well, it could be anything. It could be either the Lee, or we could actually go for something else. But I think going for Lee, it doesn't really matter in this case. So we're just going to bring it out here. So we have these two, definitely quite nice. We're also going to take over here our Lee. We're going to bring it back to our hand, and we're going to ditch off the yugioh to the graveyard. Sorry for bumping the camera there. But now we can take Auram's effect and allow us to actually tribute off the Imduk, and this will allow us to actually bring out our Gameciel. But before we actually do that, we might be able to do some few extension plays here. So for example, we could take Lee, and we could take the World Chalice Guard Dragon, link them both away, going for a link 2, allowing us to actually go for our Phoenix, and that will open up a free spot for us. So we're going to take Auram, tribute off the Imduk, and we're allowed to actually bring back the Gameciel right over here. So now we have a bunch of negates, absolutely fantastic of course. And with Imduk's effect as well, we could actually just special summon out the Lee from our hand because it's a World Chalice monster. So in this case, you now want to think, what else can you actually go for in this particular scenario? We could take our Auram and our Lee, and we could potentially link it up and go for a few other things as well. So for example, in this case, I mean, you could go for the Abomination, that could be nice. So maybe we'll actually do that. We're going to take our Abomination. Right, can we actually do this? Can I pull this off? I'm thinking, let's take our Auram and let's take our Ib. And we're going to link them both away, and this will allow us to actually go for maybe an Avramax in this particular case. So maybe we'll actually go right here for Avramax. Or would that actually be a bad play? Maybe we'll go for Avramax over here because Venus can always just go away later. But yeah, with that being said, we have quite a few interesting options available. We could also take our... Unless we could go for... Let's see. We could take Venus again, summon out the other Shine Ball. That's fantastic of course. And from that, we could also take our Lee and our Shine Ball, link these two away, allowing us to actually go for another link 2. So in this case, we could go for Phoenix, Cerberus, sorry, and that would be okay. That wouldn't be too bad of a move. And from that, we could use Venus one more time, allowing us to summon out our Shine Ball. And from that, we could take our Shine Ball, and can we do that? Would that be too ridiculous of a move to actually do? Not necessarily. So I'm actually evaluating my hand right now, thinking what else I could potentially do in this case. So we could take our Cerberus and we could take our Shine Ball and link them away. And this could allow us to actually go for our Unicorn right here, which is definitely okay. And from that, we could take... Let's see, what else can we actually go for? We could take our... Let's see here, so we have our Chalice or Guard Dragon, and this will allow us to actually bring back anything in defense as long as the link monster is actually pointing to it. So probably gonna go for the Ningirsu in this case. So I might take... No, I can't actually go for the Ningirsu. So we could take the Shine Ball and the Phoenix, and we could just link those away, allowing us to actually go for our Trigate Wizard. Not particularly like a strong field, but well, actually it is a strong field. I mean, we have a negate here on the field, and pretty much the opponent can't do anything against this. So we have here Gameciel, we have here Avramax, we have Unicorn, we have Trigate Wizard, and we have a Venus here as well. I mean, it is an OTK, right? So you're definitely winning off this as well. And like I said in the previous video, I did mention that if you actually manage to, I guess, if your opponent manages to not draw into any hand traps, then you pretty much can go for an OTK, and that pretty much means you win by default. So it's quite interesting how this deck actually works. But yeah, I do hope you guys actually enjoyed this. Definitely let me know what your thoughts are on how you would actually play out this particular hand. But with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed this whole journey that we actually went on for World Chalice. I will definitely be making updates to this. I'll definitely be trying out a few more things, and then hopefully by the next deck profile next month or something like that, it will be a whole lot different, a whole lot more improved. But yeah, with that being said, definitely drop a like and share this video. It really helps. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you all next time.